Well, how's it going, Kingsmen? Welcome back to another NTW 3 battle. Today, we have another land fight between the LK and the GR clans. So actually, we haven't seen a fight from them in a minute, and there have been plenty of replays, of course. But, you know, changing it up, getting some more of the clans involved here in the fighting. So today, we are on the map of Trebia, and we are going to be having the Austrians and the French facing off, the GR playing the Austrian corps and the LK playing the Imperial corps. And this should be a good fight. This should be a good fight. There is one substitute, I believe, for the LK. For the LK. So on the French side, there's a substitute. But this one looked pretty interesting. We've had some amazing fights in the past over this map, especially around this river. I mean, I remember having some amazing fights here. Actually, I believe these same clans, because I believe Suvorov is on the field here today. Now, I don't have all the points, unfortunately, so I will go over the points I do have and the names of the course on the other side. And if I remember the numbers of the course, then I will say it. So let's go with the French first. So I know there is a 12-point Bonaparte. I believe 9 or 8 point Suchet, and then Desailly and Massena. I honestly do not remember the points for those. But on the coalition side, you have a 7-point Hohenzollern, a 9-point Suvorov, a 6-point Schwaben, and let's see, who's the other one? Who is this other guy? Oh yeah, on the far side, you have a 9-point Neuendorf. Already you can see the cavalry on both sides scouting each other out. You have some French cavalry, dragoons on one side of the bank, and then of course on the other side you have hussars and the light dragoons for the coalition. Now of course they are not, they don't have infantry support yet, so the French definitely start closer to this river crossing. We'll see if they get very aggressive there or if they decide to hold back. Obviously with a 12-point Bonaparte, it's going to make maybe them a little bit more strong in their advance. We do have one French army who I'm going to assume is potentially Desailly. And of course this is the Italian campaign corps. I don't remember exactly the year. Pretty early on though in Napoleon's career and in France's career. And it looks like we actually have some cavalry converging from multiple angles here. Look at this. Yeah, Ulanen, some dragoons, and of course more dragoons here. Trying to go for some skirmishers. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought they were gonna get shot off. Gonna go for the cavalry, some chasseurs, cheval, infantry though, gonna help support that fight. Already several dragoons have dropped. They're gonna go for that cavalry. Did not get a good shot up on this skirmisher unit, but they're going for as much as they can. Not looking good for them, and they're gonna break. Yikes. France definitely stood their ground on that one, showing the stalwart, I can't think of my words. Their veterancy, at least. And I'm not even sure early on in the campaign of the French actually were more than just a mob of infantry. I know Napoleon had started to whip them into shape, but at the very beginning of the French formation, the French Republic, they didn't have a whole lot of standing army. I mean, I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but they lost a lot of officers. A lot of noblemen were the officers, and of course a lot of noblemen got their heads chopped off, which kind of takes away a lot of the higher ranking up people in the army. And then when, of course, everybody was furious at them for the revolution, started invading them, they had a ragtop mob of just whoever would join. I believe they drafted as well. But there was a whole lot of national spirit for a little while, you know, like, I'm going to fight for my country, my newly formed country that we, you know, murdered a bunch of noblemen for, something like that. But I'm getting distracted here. It looks like, man, France is getting harassed at every turn. These Lancers getting a nice charge up on this line infantry, cycling in and out, harassing this poor French corps as they are trying to move to their allies. Now, of course, they're doing okay. I'm assuming the French may not even push over. Maybe they'll send some cavalry to help protect this corps over here. But the majority of the French, you can see, have pushed cavalry across the river. More infantry pushing across this bridge now. We may see the main bulk of the French force. Beautiful. Looking for those grenadiers. We have some light infantry here.
Ordre bien reçu.
My goodness, still a bunch of just... God, the one finally did break. This poor corps, man, they're getting just harassed constantly. And then we had one cavalry unit doing what they can, you know? Doing what they can. In the meantime, the rest of the French are just on the advance. Very aggressive. I love it. I love seeing it. And you can see the Austrians actually have taken a defensive posture. They are staying back. I think they're trying to set up their artillery in positions they would like. And just having their reserves set up in the proper, you know, depth. Suvorov poised to strike. I believe he's sitting near the road so he can just roll down right at the French if they attack. Now the rest of this 9-pointer pushing out. A lot more cavalry, cuirassiers now showing up. This France better run. If I were this France, are they gonna make it to their allies? Like, honestly, are they gonna actually make it to their allies? I feel like not. Oh wait, hold on, sorry guys. I gotta check and make sure my sound wasn't changed. You gotta always make sure to do that, otherwise the sound will glitch out at some point. But I was saying, like, maybe it's good to hold this town center, but at the same time, there's an army of Austrian infantry just rolling towards you, so you have to run and cut your losses. But oh my gosh, all this cavalry is about to make this poor French corps wish they did not exist. Now I still expect they will put up a staunch resistance even against all this cavalry and infantry. Hopefully they can move quickly enough. They may have to sacrifice 1 or 2 units. Hopefully there's cavalry moving over. Or maybe France is like, you know what, you just stay there, look pretty, distract them. The rest of us are pushing forward here. Let's see if we can find where Bonaparte is. I believe it's Napoleon. There, no wait, that's not Napoleon. Where's Napoleon? Nope. The heck? Oh wait, maybe here? There he is. All right, so the 12-pointer here is on the flank, rolling around. And he may just have a general here in his army, maybe focus more in the center. Either way, is this wise for the 9-pointer to have rolled so far in this direction? They are going to take forever to get back to this fight. I would not have pushed across as the 9-pointer. That corps is not worth the waste of this 9-pointer, who is... Who's the 9-pointer? He has 1,600 men. I mean, he doesn't have the largest army. He has the 3rd largest army, though. But it... And of course, this is me thinking outside the box myself. But it seems like the French have consolidated all their forces. Is this Suvorov plus these 2 Austrians enough? Next to Suvorov, this is the largest numerical, like the largest number, 9-pointer. I mean, he will come in on the French flank. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. This could go very well for the Austrians. It could go terribly too if they are split up at all. But at this point, you know, things are committed. Unless the Austrians start rolling to the right here to join up so they can just push in. They have both sides of the river now. Artillery is in an excellent position. Just smacking down the French as they push across the open fields. Gotta remember that Napoleon Bonaparte himself is on this flank, though. Make it a little more tough. I don't think that Austria has a lot. I mean, Suvorov has pushed over some of his corps, being in kind of a support position. But I expect we're going to see a huge concentration of French here on the town, or on this little village here, and then they're going to push directly for the flank. I guess we'll see how Austria defends that. We have definitely a Heavy concentration of French in the center. Skirmishers out in front. You, of course, have the 9-pointer still pushing here. Heavy cavalry and all. If he pushes hard enough, he will happen upon the French flank. And that could be a potentially good thing. Now I'm seeing a lot of shifting here. France shifting here. The center is shifting more towards this 7-pointer. You can see, though, Suvorov is kind of mirroring that French force. We're starting to see a lot more French now on the left.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
There's the Grenadiers. Skirmishers now pushing forward. We have artillery setting up. Suvorov is pretty much shifting the entirety of his corps around. And the 9-pointer is still pushing down the road. Oh, we're getting close to a major engagement here. It's very close. We're starting to see a potential engagement on the Austrians' flank. Now, of course, you see they're actually pulling back here. Mostly just because Napoleon is actually shifting entirely around here. He's trying to go almost to this river. I think they're trying to smack just this one flank. And this whole 6-pointer, he potentially should be on his own. Now, they also could get very aggressive and push on the flank, or go for a Prussian tactic, which is kind of angling. They all angle in. Maybe if Austria kind of shifts to an angle, they hold this line but shift in. Have a small force to delay this French force. France looks very weak here, though. They are not going to push here. They're going to be defensive. But here we go. Look at this concentration of French. Of course, the Austrians pulling back their 5-pounders, line of infantry, just staying right out of melee distance or heavy, or even, you know, of like a hand-to-hand combat distance. They're just staying enough away. Of course, like I said, looks like this 12-pointer now maybe going to go straight in here. We shall see what Austrian defense is massed up here. France is starting to get a lot closer to these guns. I honestly would have expected to see the 6-pointer peel some more reserves to go over to the left side. Maybe he wants to keep his corps just together. Here we go, though. The 9-pointer is going at an angle, which is what I was speculating a little bit. Of course, I was speculating a lot of different things, but we have cavalry and infantry from the 9-pointer hidden, but going in on this flank here. We may see the 6-pointer, yep, push up, try to envelop this flank, and then they can swing it on the French at the same time, constantly pulling back, leading these two French corps on a bit of a chase to buy time so they can make a push on their right. Now, of course, France may just immediately disengage, which looks like that's exactly what he's doing. I'm sure they know that there's a Austrian corps pushing directly for their flank. There's no way they don't know that. Or at least we'll figure it out pretty quick. Yeah, look at this. More and more shifting. Oh my gosh, the artillery, though. I like this battle so far. There's a lot of tactical maneuvering. You can tell both sides just trying to get that edge on the enemy first before committing their men. And both sides just readjusting to be able to counter whatever push is being made. Now we do have some light infantry. Looks like they're going to form up against the French. Grenadiers are going to push forward to support that light infantry push. Ooh, nice volley. France are going to reply. as Suvorov is definitely taking that left flank. They will be probably one of the better ones to fight against the 12-pointer. And over here, it looks like France has shifted, taking the town as kind of their left flank now. That will be their extreme left. I do believe the rest of the French corps was running away here, now in the town as well. And now the 9-pointer is probably going to be the one who's going to assault this town. The rest of the 6-pointer pulling back. You can see they are consolidating. There's still a bit of a gap here between these corps. So the 3 corps here and the 1 corps here for Austria. But I don't think France is going to get aggressive on this left. I think they're going to be very defensive, letting their right flank do the work for them. Artillery starting to push up. And they'll start hitting Suvorov, I'm assuming, trying to knock down some of those really, really good quality grenadiers that Suvorov has in their corps. More musketeers pushing forward. He does have a reserve line as well. Not a lot of artillery, though, for the Austrian line, but, man, that's a nice position. And potentially he can push across to the other side of this tree line to harass whatever push the French make. I would expect the French are going to make an attack kind of centered around this road. They'll roll down this road. There's not a lot of artillery here, or a lot of infantry for that matter. A little bit of cavalry. I would expect that push to be made, and maybe the 9-pointer wants to shift heavy cavalry to combat whatever massive infantry France throws at them. It actually looks like he's doing that. Look at that. Shifting over to support, as there's not a lot of cavalry, honestly, on either side. Which is going to make that cavalry even more valuable, and no one's going to want to just throw it away without really getting the bang for their buck, as you would call it. Really getting the financial value. Nice little skirmish here between some hussars and dragoons. Oh, look at that, the smoke all around, cavalry engaging. This is turning into a beautiful looking battle. I'm liking it already. France really pushing in here in the center. And over here. So we may see our big clash between France and Austria. France getting very close here in the center, like I was saying. Austria's gonna make a decision if they want to make a stand here, if they want to try to pull back. If they pull back, they may lose some units. But supporting fire, absolutely shredding this French line as they try to charge in for melee. But here we go. Napoleon Bonaparte is committing his corps here in the center. As you can see, line upon line of French infantry. It looks like also pushing that flank. Suvorov trying to put his corps up near the center. Hussars going in to stop the French infantry melee. They break one unit, but more are starting to get themselves in gear. Dragoons gonna charge in. Nice charge right in the center. Square gets formed. Square gets formed actually in all lines. Let me actually break that Dragoon unit. Okay, yeah, this is starting to become a problem here. Now Suvorov is getting himself in the fight. Still though, this is a lot of French infantry massing up here in the center. This is their assault. This is going to be their commitment to the fight. That looks so awesome. But Suvorov is here, guys. That's not something to be taken lightly. In fact, he's going for a melee with musketeers. Oh man, this is where, guys, the next 5 minutes I think will be very decisive. Oh, nice flanking charge. Look at the morale. This musketeer just gets a nice bayonet charge. This one French unit pulls back, but then it charges directly into the flank. Guys will pull back and charge in their flank. Musketeers make it themselves in this fight as well, though. As Suvorov is starting to push forward. A nice French ring of fire on this one musketeer unit. Seeing some wavering from that artillery piece sitting right here. Just an amazing strategic placement right on the flank of that French attack. All right, we're not going to see anything. We're going to have to get right into this. We want to see with all the smoke. Another charge here hits some squares. Suvorov still engaged here. More musketeers now going to go into those squares that were formed. France is starting to feel the heat as Suvorov keeps putting a steady pressure on him. Not any decisive gains made yet, but the French are starting to have some problems here with that artillery just posted up, that 10-pounder firing some canister to start telling, as you can see on this line. Suvorov getting their hands dirty. Now they have lost one musketeer now. France throwing in infantry. I do believe Napoleon. That's not Napoleon. That's the other gen. This might even be Napoleon's corps. But look at this. They go for a sneaky charge. They do form square. This fight's, I know I've been really covering it. It's been kind of just a back and forth melee or shooting volleys at each other. Here we go. Some dragoons. Ooh, that was a nice impact, but it definitely did not serve to stop them. Oh my goodness, Suvorov going hard at the French center. Of course, we have this flank still getting pushed. You can see Suvorov in Austria pulling back towards the LOC, trying to use that to protect their flank. France has lost quite a few units here, but France is counterattacking a little bit, maybe. Looks like the six-pointers got really close to this French line, and it hurt them a little bit. Now, are there cuirassiers? Ooh, nice charge. They may break. Yep, they're going to break the French. They do mutually break, though, but man, goodness, look at this France. Taking some more losses here. Austria is starting to have some wavering, though. Ooh, our friendly artillery. Now we do have cuirassier pushing over here. That is just gonna make one more challenge for this French. Oh my goodness, I'm missing it.
The men of fatigued.
Oh no, they should come back. They should come back. They didn't take that many losses. But yeah, you can see the 9-pointer starting to really put some pressure here on this town. He has not taken it yet, but he's starting to break a couple units. Of course, this portion with this 6-pointer, they haven't really made a whole lot of headway. France may actually be counterattacking here. Yes, they are. Way to take back maybe the initiative. Now some grenadiers are committing to this fight. Already the dead are starting to pile up. We have some French grenadiers. They're like, send us in. Man, this has been an excellent fight so far, guys. Man, this is the kind of fight that you want to have when you play a match like this. It's been very clean for the most part, from what I've seen. Very clean, very tactical. Oh, look at this. Man, Suvorov going for some skirms. Now, interestingly enough, I do believe the French have numerical advantage still. The French, or yeah, the Austrians look a little bit weaker in the center after that first initial fight. So France may use that to their advantage. Suvorov may be trying to go for this flank, or maybe trying to get a nasty little flanking fire on the French as they are pushing forward. Well, this is what I want to see. Some cuirassiers. Now that's a square, guaranteed. It's so cool to see. Yep, there's the square getting formed. And they're going to pull back. Both sides have kind of distanced themselves. I said the 6-pointer had a rough go against the French. This is probably where it's going to make or break, honestly, this right flank. which is why I'm keeping such an eye on it. I feel like if France breaks, it's over. If the Austrian coalition break, it's over for them as well. Ooh, artillery is going to break that grenadier. That was a wicked artillery angle. And look at that. Yep, we have Suvorov pulling back. There is the 7-pointer does have some infantry they're pushing. But France now is putting steady pressure once again. You can see wavering in the center. Now France may be trying to shift more reserves. They may feel like one last final hard push, maybe all they need to break the Austrians here. The artillery setting up, though, is starting to devastate this Austrian coalition line. I know I don't need to see both. It's redundant. But yeah. We'll see what happens. They are definitely going to pull back away from those French guns. Kind of rest up their cores. The 9-pointer is reinforcing some infantry here so they can continue to make a productive stand. I don't think they want to give up this artillery position either. Canister? No way. They got... Oh my... Rip the French. Oh my gosh. That canister was brutal.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Alright, so I think the French are actually shifting more towards these guns again.
Yeah,
oh no, these guys are gonna get point blank volleyed. Oh, they're breaking. They're breaking. There's no way. This artillery priest is leading a gallant life. My goodness. They just will not die. This 10-pounder, 9 men left, and they're still in it. This will be the 3rd French unit committed to this artillery piece. And they don't know when to quit, you know? They just keep committing to this. Now the French, you can see, shifting up this very deadly artillery battery. Is that a guard artillery piece? Of course it is. This is what's going to start devastating Austrian army. Now, you guys, I don't know much about the artillery history, even though I know Napoleon was like all about artillery. I think he revolutionized the way the French used artillery. It made it what it became throughout the rest of the Napoleonic Wars. But how was it in this Corps' time, I wonder? I mean, obviously, they have some good artillery pieces. I don't see a lot of artillery, though. I see some good stuff, but not a lot. I have to do some reading up now. I'm kind of curious. The revolution or the evolution of the French artillery. That'd be a good reading, I'm sure. Looks like they're going to save their guns. Oh wow, they're really going for the artillery piece. Gosh. They're going to break a second unit of Austrian cavalry. This flank is just hurting, man. Like, Suvorov is doing an excellent job of just meleeing and shooting it to pieces. This is insane. Oh. Another huge heavy cav charge. A lot of squares formed, though, so I don't know how effective this is going to be, especially with the counter volleys on the flanks. They need to get some infantry in there immediately or pull that heavy cavalry out. Oh, no, one breaks. Shoot. That is... I mean, they broke a lot of French infantry. Maybe he can save it now. That was a really good charge, even with the squares. Look at this. Look at this push. Landwehr pushing up. Line infantry pushing up. Grenzers, I believe. I don't know. light infantry unit, as well, putting a lot of pressure here on the center. This is where the artillery for France isn't, and this is where they are making their push. A nice start off with that heavy cuirassiers. How many kills these guys have total now? Going for the Landwehr, they're trying to break that weak link in the Austrian line. Oh wow, they're gonna break before they're even hit. Is it worth breaking to Landwehr? I don't know, but they are using it to push forward. It may actually work out really well for them. Now they're in melee. That was not a very good bayonet charge. They went for this one and they tried, sneaking around. They didn't really get fully involved even with the melee there. No way these skirmishers make it. But now the artillery is stuck here, you know? They are stuck in this position and can't move closer if the Austrians do retreat. I kind of get the feeling this battle's going to not be a LOC. I think it's going to be a death match. I say that now, but I guess we'll see. Both sides seem pretty bloodied. Maybe it will be an LOC. Another bayonet charge. France starting to really push forward here. Austria does not excel at hand-to-hand combat, so this is not going to go well for them. Maybe it was just to spend some spare time. Austria still has a line. I mean, both sides, guys, are still very strong. But France is starting to get the melee going. It's a matter of, can Austria shoot them fast enough? I don't know. France seems to be finding an edge here, especially right here. A lot of routing Austrians, giving them cover to rush forward, get into the enemy's lines. More and more of the 9-pointers shifting over. Cuirassiers getting ready to get themselves in to stop the French onslaught. Nice volley to receive this Austrian line from France, but will it be enough? Getting some volleys down the range now for the Austrians. Cavalry now going in as well. Austria does break here on the flank, but more and more infantry. Even Suvorov has some grenadiers who are very depleted but ready to get their hands dirty once again. And Suvorov's still pushing here. In fact, this artillery piece may be in danger. It doesn't matter at this point. The battle's way over here. I'm seeing a lot more Austrians breaking here. Friends routing, debuffing the morale. Ooh, canister though. There we go. See, Austria keeps standing their ground, man. They keep firing volleys. It's slowly going to start telling. There we go. Another French unit breaks. Suvorov very successfully breaking this left flank. What do we have here? Some fresh Frenchmen. There's Napoleon. All right. Ooh, France is starting to hit a bit of a stop here. Man. Oh, wow. The 9-pointer getting meleeed, and it is not going well for him. Yeah, maybe. These Landwehr are surprisingly still holding. They're probably going to break still. This is not going to end well for this 9-pointer. He is outnumbered. But the Austrians stopped this French assault. Suvorov victoriously swinging around here. Look at this. All the way on the flank. But yeah, the rest of the Austrian army not doing too hot. This whole right flank starting to fold. But this side's doing very well. Look at this, they're swinging around. So the seesaw action here happening. This side's going up, this side's going down. A lot of Austrians actually still in the mix here. If they get away from all the units that are breaking, they could probably make a good stand again. France just keeps going for the melee. As they should. As they should. The yells of victory. Man. These guys are active, very tired or exhausted, but they are the reserve. They're like, hey guys, I know you guys broke, come back and fight. Let's see what France can do here, or what Austria can do against this. If they have one heavy cav, it'll be over for France, I'm pretty sure. Over here, France pulling back from that Suvorov. Ooh, the volleys are telling. The French are dropping. Here we go, the frontal assault. That's good. Okay. They pop a rally. Pop a rally and inspire something. They broke one. They broke mutually, though. Over here, though, France is breaking. Still, it won't be enough. France is definitely has the slightly upper hand here, I think. Watch though. See your friends routing. They're running right into their routing troops. That's going to affect their morale heavily. They got to get away from this. Pull to the left. Pull back here away from them. Let the routing troops run away and then fight them. Suvorov unit, but there's more to take their place. Oh man, still though, France. They're just managing to buckle them up and more melees. They can't hold. They can't hold a candle to that melee, especially with so many troops breaking. By no means, this is not over. Oh, they have all the generals, and no wonder they're not breaking, guys. Napoleon's like right here in the front lines. No way he's going for grenadiers. He's like, nah. Runs away from that. That's hilarious. They're like, I'm gonna go be brave. No, I'm not. Like, I'm gonna turn into the Napoleon, you know, movie Napoleon, and then he's like, actually, that's not historically accurate. I'm pulling back. That's still funny. Yeah, he's still trying to go for Napoleon. Alright, well, the battle's starting to clear up. Man, what a fight. What a fight. Epic.
Our men are running.
Cinematic. What other descriptive words we have? Close. Deadly close for a little while there. Oh yeah, he is getting some. Look at him. There's one unit over here that's exhausted. But I may fast forward here. I think there's not a whole lot left. And both sides seem to be splitting. Probably an LOC race at this point. So actually, I eat my own words. It's maybe an LOC victory. Guess we'll see in a second. Yeah, there's a couple. Oh, actually, hold that thought.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Suchet is dead. Wait, how did he die? Is that him? Thanks. Is this another general? Oh, this is artillery. Oh. Oh, that's the general. Wait, is that another general? Uh-oh. We'll see if he falls too and they say another general killed, then we know.
We have killed their generals.
That was Massena. So Suchet and Massena. Only generals left are Desay and Napoleon. Where is Desay and Napoleon? Speaking of generals. Oh, is this? There's Napoleon. Very much alive. The picture of perfect health. But where's Desay? Where are you hiding? Anyway, I guess we'll worry about it. But let's look at LOCs, guys. So, red, the French, they have 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have killed their general, sir.
6, 7, 8. Oh man, another general. That was. There he is. Rip. All the French generals, except for Napoleon, are dead. But I think they have the LOC advantage, actually, because the coalition have 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 if they go all the way down to here in time. 15 minutes remaining, but, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the coalition are not going to LOC unless they can manage to take a lot of LOCs in 15 minutes.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
What I'm probably going to end up doing, guys, is if nothing happens, I'll skip to the end and then I'll announce the winner. If people start fighting for LOCs and becomes kind of intense, then I will obviously start up the battle again or the replay again, and we'll see where we're at. So we'll just, yeah, give it a second. Yeah. So the next update. So we have the coalition took this one. They have taken, or in the midst of trying to take this one, they have taken the 2-pointer over here. So now they have
running, sir.
2. Well, I guess we'll see how that one rolls. They have 2, 3, 4. Well, they don't have this one, which is the 2-pointer. Actually, that's not going to go well for them. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. But the French have all these back here. It's not going to matter. It's unfortunately not going to matter for them. All these LOCs back here are taken, and they don't have enough time to take it. Yeah, so they give it their best shot. Time was against them, I think, for this one. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I'll keep fast forwarding, and if something changes, then maybe we'll declare the GR the winner, but I think it's going to be the LK French that are going to win this. All right, guys, so looks like an LK LOC victory here. You can see this one was sent in by, who was this? Oh yeah, Suvorov. This one was sent in by Suvorov. Man, 262 kills for that one light infantry unit. That thing's insane. 3 chevrons. 50% losses, though. That's pretty brutal. Let's pull up the results here so you can see a good game. Ronaldo, he was playing who was he playing? Messina, got 700 kills. You have Matt Bob with the second most kills on the field. That's 12-point Bonaparte. You have Colt playing as Suchet with 825, and then Jacques playing as Desay with 1093 for the kills. You have the top kill earner on the field, Sim, as Suvorov with 1221. Sonny, he was playing the who was he playing? I don't know. They have Discord names different than the one in here. Yeah, I'm not sure which one he was. He got 1102 for the kills. Archimedes, also know who that was 898. And then, of course, Lotus as Neuendorf, 9-pointer, was 657 for the kill. Or 651, excuse me, for the kills. So I'd say some good kills on both sides. And the battle was beautiful, well fought, very back and forth for a while there until France found that edge of melee. I think once they just began to melee everything and got too close to the Austrians, unfortunately, it seemed like it was over. But still, good game. Good job on the LK for getting a victory. Anyway, guys, that will be it for me today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a subscribe, subscribe if you'd like to support my channel. Leave a like or comment if you'd like to support this particular video. And I always enjoy reading your guys' comments. Even if I don't reply, I always show a little Kingston heart, I guess you call it, showing that I've read it. And I do enjoy reading what you guys say, no matter what it is. So, it also helps bolster the video, get it out to more people, the more interaction there is on the video. So, always appreciate what you guys do to help support my channel. And wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, until next time, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. And as always, I will catch you all in another video.